Bliss. To abide as the self. Is bliss uncaused and unbroken? The bliss inherent in this non-dual being consciousness is as expansive as the sky, yet so close within you. Happiness is within. Within is the self. The search for happiness is the search for oneself. The finding of oneself is the happiness perfect. Freedom, peace, and happiness fused are the singular experience of the true self. No fulfillment in illusion. No deficiency in the self. No happiness in dualism. No suffering in non-duality. One is truly happy only by abiding at the very source of all happiness, as the bliss of the self. Bliss uncaused and unbroken is to abide as the self. The bliss of the self, joy of the Absolute, is the state of being, unveiled, self-revealed as it is. Suffering is needless, and grief unrelated to immortal reality. Misidentification, ignorance, alone causes suffering. Self-knowledge is bliss. Reality self-revealed. You are never required to be bound or to suffer. You are always required to be free, at peace, and happy within. Suffering has no basis, no real, valid cause, and so-called causes mere excuses. Illusion's experience of itself. Suffering is not inherent in life. The bliss of the Absolute is what is innate. This is the bliss, real and eternal, the bliss of the truth, the bliss of the self. To know the self one always is the way to recover the bliss never lost. The happiness experienced anywhere, anytime, derives not from the experienced, but from the self, the sole source. The same is true of love, peace, dearness, and harmony. The true, good, and beautiful. All this is of the bliss of the self. Desire is simply the urge to be happy. Turned outward, it is foolish. Turned inward, it yields wisdom. Turn inward to recover the bliss never lost. Immutable being is the root of peace everlasting. space-like consciousness is the root of freedom from bondage. The bliss of the self is the root of joyful love, devotion, and oneness. The way to recover the bliss ever yours is to know the self that always you are. One thing is needed for bliss everlasting. Dive within to the source, detaching and inquiring to know the self.